Erin Colson. I'm the manager of the Children's Museum of Virginia, and we're here for the Bodyworks grand opening today. Special thanks to Centera Healthcare and the Portsmouth Museum Foundation for making this exhibit renovation possible. There's always been a health space here actually called Bodyworks, but initially it was more around your visit to the doctor and what that looked like and engaging kids in that process. As the world has changed and our needs have changed, we've decided to focus more on how your body physically works and less on what you do at the doctor's office. So it's meant to be an opportunity for kids to learn about themselves, how to keep themselves well, and also to learn a little bit about what their body does every day they move.
Welcome everyone. My name is Mallory Tuttle, and I serve as the president of the Portsmouth Museums Foundation. It is an absolute pleasure to have you all here today. There's a lot of energy around us and excitement, so appreciate you all being here and joining in this celebration. First, I want to kick it off and recognize our Portsmouth Museum Foundation board members in attendance. If you all would please raise your hands, wave them around so folks know who you are. Thank you to this board for all of their hard work in helping to make today's celebration possible. I'd also like to go ahead and introduce our previous interim executive director, Nancy Perry, who's in with us today. Nancy. And I'm thrilled to be able to welcome our new executive director, Cameron Hunter. Cameron's over here. Welcome, Cameron, to the team. Most importantly today, though, I do want to take a special moment of thanks for Centera for their grant funding that made the renovation and the expansion of Bodyworks possible. We have a full team from Centera here today to celebrate with us, so please give them a big round of applause for all they've done. I'd also be remiss if I didn't thank the incredible staff and team here at the Children's Museum of Virginia, led by Dr. Alex Benitez, Erin Colson, an entire team here that puts on this amazing gym and the work that they do at the museum. We are so grateful to the city for their continued partnership and the work that they do to really make this a true gem of Portsmouth. I am not the one to stand in the way of fun and all of the energy that's about to be unleashed into this area soon. So with that, I do want to introduce the Mayor of Portsmouth, Mr. Shannon Glover. For those of you who know Shannon, you know that he is dedicated to public service and the betterment of the city of Portsmouth. He and his wife Paula are supporters of the Children's Museum and the Portsmouth Museums Foundation, and we are so grateful for their leadership and their support of the work that we do. Please welcome Mayor Shannon Glover.
Thank you, Mallory, and it's such a pleasure to be here at the place that we all want to come to every day, the Children's Museum, right? I know there's some of y'all that want to play and have a good time, so it's okay. It's all right. I want to take a moment to thank you, Mallory, for that introduction. And most importantly, I want to thank the team here at the Children's Museum who make sure that this is a place that is welcoming to children and families every day here in the city of Portsmouth. It's our crown jewel, and I'm so honored, and it is a privilege for me to be here today. I also want to take a moment to thank our friends from Centera. And I'm going to call out a few names, and if you would raise your hand and stand up and just smile, I would appreciate it. Andy Stevenson. Sherry Norquist. Sherry. And Kimmy Arrigo. Is Kimmy here today? There you go, Kimmy. Kimmy is a future employee of Centera Healthcare. So let's just keep that in mind as we go forward. Also, I want to acknowledge a couple of my colleagues on the Portsmouth City Council, Councilman DeAndre Barnes, Councilman Mark Hugel, and of course our Portsmouth City staff, our marketing team, our economic Economic Development team. Also, I want to welcome our Vice Mayor, Lisa Lucas-Burke. So now we can begin. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and dear friends of the Children's Museum of Virginia and the great city of Portsmouth, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you to this momentous occasion, the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the newly renovated and expanded Bodyworks exhibit at the Children's Museum of Virginia. Y'all can clap. Y'all can clap. This event marks a significant milestone in our city's commitment to nurturing and the imaginations of our youngest residents and fostering the lifelong love of learning. Established in 1980, the Children's Museum of Virginia has grown to become the largest children's museum in the Commonwealth of Virginia. That's something to be celebrated, folks. For decades, it has stood as a place for both education and entertainment, providing dynamic, interactive, and educational exhibits to inspire children to explore, learn, and dream big. Today, we celebrate not only the expansion of our beloved institution, but also the incredible support that makes growth possible. We're here today thanks to the generosity of Centera Healthcare and Optima Health, whose extraordinary donation of $700,000, once again, $700,000, y'all. Thank you, Centera. This is the largest single gift ever made to the Portsmouth Museum's Foundation, a testament to the vital role of our museum in the community and the unwavering support it gets from our partners. To our friends at Centera Healthcare and Optima Health, we extend our deepest gratitude for your dedication to health education for our children. This exhibit is designed to captivate the interest of our children and to impart critical and crucial knowledge about the human body and the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle. As we tour the exhibit today, you will see educational stations that provide simple, understandable information about body parts and systems. These stations are not just about knowledge, they also are about inspiring action. Action in our youth and action in our community. They remind us to exercise, and healthy habits are essential to our well-being. The hands-on physical activities throughout the exhibit ensure that learning is not only informative, but also enjoyable and memorable. With this expansion, the Children's Museum continues to address the whole child concept, integrating health and well-being with creativity and community engagement. This holistic approach ensures that our children are not only informed, but also inspired to take care of themselves and those around them, fostering a sense of community. The Portsmouth Museum's Foundation has played an indispensable role in this journey, tirelessly working to secure the necessary funds and support for our museums. Today, as we cut the ribbon on this new Bodyworks exhibit, we are cutting a path toward a brighter future and a healthier future for our children. We are reintroducing the values of curiosity, health, and community that will guide them throughout their lives. And to our friends at Centera Healthcare and Optima Health that made it possible today, on behalf of a grateful City Council and the citizens of Portsmouth, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for your partnership, community support, and generosity. Together, let us continue to support and invest in the futures of our children, ensuring that the Children's Museum of Virginia remains a place where dreams take flight and imaginations soar. Thank you. God bless each of you, and God bless the city of Portsmouth. Now, it is my privilege and honor to introduce our speaker, Miss Iris Lundy, Vice President of Health Equity, Sentara Healthcare. Iris Lundy is a passionate leader in advancing health equity and improving the quality of life for all communities. Ms. Lundy is an inaugural Vice President of Health Equity for Sentara Health, Virginia's largest integrated delivery healthcare system. Through her experience as a nurse and healthcare administrator, she collaborates with leaders to develop and implement processes, practices, and that not only inform clinical performance, but also innovate community interventions, reduce barriers to care, and improve health outcomes, bringing a ray of hope to our healthcare system. Her passion for promoting health equity is immersed in her personal experiences within historically marginalized and rural communities. Her experience as an Army veteran, thank you for your service, ma'am, and her transformational journey as a colon cancer survivor. Please welcome Miss Iris Lundy.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor Glover, for those kind words of introduction. Now, I already know it's me standing in between us and those kids getting in there. So trust me when I say I will be brief. But I want to first thank the Children's Museum of Virginia and everyone who participated in making this day come to pass, putting on this celebration. When the Children's Museum approached Sentara a few years ago to ask or to request, could we be a part of this? How could we help? We had a very simple answer, and that answer was yes. When we began to think about what a children's museum does for our children, it creates a space for them to imagine, to be something that maybe others only get to dream about. This is a place where not only will they improve their body, but also their mind. They're going to build on their social skills and so many other things, and we get to be a part of that. To me, it is in lockstep of our mission to improve health every day. So some will come and they will say, this is a nice place to visit and a nice place for our kids to play. But I say it's the beginning of hope and imagination and something new for our children. And I am excited that we, Sentara, got to be a part of that. Thank you. So on behalf of Sentara, I would like to thank our partners at the Children's Museum of Virginia for your commitment to childhood health and education. We are honored to support you and so many of our community partners in our joint effort to advance health and wellness for our neighbors. Thank you.
Wow, y'all, I'm excited now. So at this time, I would like to call forward all of the members of the Portsmouth City Council, those leaders from Sentara Healthcare. If you could all join us up here. We're getting ready to walk around into the area so that we can cut the ribbon.
Well, we're really excited that we just had our ribbon cutting for the new Bodyworks exhibit that we've spent several years developing. And today was the ribbon cutting with all our city government, a lot of our supporters, foundation members, and Sentara, who was the big sponsor for the exhibit. What it does and how it changed is that it's now an exhibit that really focuses on health and activity and fun ways to do that, but also learn a little bit about your body and how it responds to activity. So heart rates are important, how your body movement works, how your skeletal system works is all really something kids can learn in the exhibit. The idea of play is something that kids are familiar with, but to know that it's actually creating something good for them and that it's something that we should be reinforcing, right, is something that I think this exhibit does. You know, we have a hamster wheel that you just run on. Kids run every day, but running on a hamster wheel does something different, right? It's a play activity as opposed to just running out on a field or something. And so what we're trying to do is use that and then giving them some knowledge, right, that responds to what that creates, right? A healthy mentality about exercise, but also how their heart works, how their skeletal system works. All of that is in this exhibit.
My name is Iris Lundy. I am the Health Equity, Vice President for Health Equity with Centera Health. And today we're here celebrating with Portsmouth and the Children's Museum of Virginia in this Bodyworks exhibit. So how do we engage our children in play and education, getting them to use their body, their mind, and build on socialization skills? All of that is packed in that one little room over there. I believe right now is the time to begin to save the next generation. In order to do that, we have to think creative and innovatively. One way we can do that is by building things like this in a children's museum where kids are exercising, they're using their mind, they're building on their social skills, they're becoming a whole person through play.
I'm Mallory Tuttle, and I serve as the president of the Portsmouth Museums Foundation. Today we're here to celebrate the opening of the Bodyworks exhibit that was funded by Centera. And the Portsmouth Museums Foundation was integral in being able to create an opportunity to secure that grant for the Children's Museum of Virginia. So we are thrilled, overcome with excitement, and are just really, really happy to be able to celebrate the opening of this exhibit. The Portsmouth Museums Foundation is the key driver of all the fundraising and philanthropic efforts of the Children's Museum of Virginia. So this specific example with Bodyworks is a great opportunity for us to showcase how we reach out to the community for grants, for sponsorships, for other ways to engage the community, to be able to secure funding to enhance exhibits or create programming that supports the Children's Museum of Virginia.
We believe in really strong exhibits here, and we love that the kids test things to their limits, because if they're not playing hard, then they're not learning. Ideally, this is going to give kids a chance to play and explore what their body does when they move, give them a basic understanding of some anatomy and physiology, as well as the science of movement. And that through the play that they're doing here, we want them to build a lifelong understanding of it is important to take care of yourself, and maybe even inspire a few healthcare careers down the line. We're incredibly grateful to Centera for the $750,000 gift that made this exhibit renovation possible. It's the largest single gift to the Portsmouth Museums Foundation in its history, and it's a perfect example of what the gift of one organization to another can do to improve its a city and engage the citizens.
Centera has a mission, and that mission is to improve health every day. We look for opportunities to do that every single day. We have been giving back to the community as long as there has been one hospital standing in a community. This is just another way that we're able to do it.
This kind of exhibit being upgraded in a museum would be prohibitive, cost prohibitive. So Centera really is the reason why we have this new exhibit. The fact that they can hang on something, they can run on something, they can spin something, that action helps, but then that causes what they're used to, right? So the opposite side of that is the feedback they get is digital. So they do have some feedback that is along those lines of giving them information about their activity.
There's something about that play-based learning that's really engaging for the kids that come here to the museum and the parents too, right? So it creates that opportunity to make something that we do every day, and we look at our bodies and we think about those things, and this type of exhibit allows our kids to be able to think about it a little bit differently. Like, how are my bones moving? What does this look like? I know my heartbeat is, keeping me alive, but what does that visually look like? So it gives them that really great experience to be able to put play with actual learning and really makes, an impact on the future of our children.
I think the kids are having fun. I'm having fun. I think the adults are having as much fun as the kids, even if they won't admit it. I'm incredibly proud of the Children's Museum of Virginia and all the exhibits we have here. And anytime we have an opportunity to do an upgrade and to improve the things that we offer this community, I'm beyond excited to share it with our citizens and with the entire Hampton Roads area.